Star Wars only, I don't know what the fuck your problem is.
The first season of The Mandalorian just wrapped up, and I think most of us Star Wars fans can agree this is just absolutely amazing. I mean, I have enjoyed basically the entire season so far. There have been 2 episodes that I genuinely was not a fan of and probably won't ever watch again, but there's like 3 perfect episodes in my opinion. I mean, the show is just absolutely great, and I can't wait to see what happens in Season 2. But speaking of Season 2, Jon Favreau has confirmed on Twitter that Season 2 will be coming in the fall of 2020, which puts its release date probably around maybe October, November. I mean, that's really the only timeline I can see. If they're going for like the earliest of fall, it'd be like late September, I would say. But other than that, yeah, October, November, around the same time that we got now, because it went into production this fall of this year. I mean, they're probably still in production right now and not even wrapping things up yet. But there's a lot of questions we have going into Mandalorian Season 2 because the plot has changed. The Mandalorian has to find Baby Yoda's parents, I guess, or the species that he belongs to, and find out kind of the origins of all that, which will be very interesting. And Baby Yoda is going to get a little older, maybe. We don't know what the time jump might be. I mean, that'll be interesting if it's like a year or 2 after Season 1. A lot of possibilities that we have with Season 2. I mean, basically the entire Star Wars universe is up for grabs with this show. I mean, it's between episodes 6 and 7, but also we can talk about the casting and more or less the directing aspect of Season 2 and who will return as directors. We know 2 new directors are going to be Carl Weathers and Jon Favreau himself. Now, Jon Favreau hasn't directed any of the episodes of Season 1, probably because he was busy with The Lion King and other projects with Disney, but he has been a writer and an executive producer, not only the creator of the show, but he said he will be directing some of the episodes for Season 2. And also Carl Weathers, who plays Grief Karga and Apollo Creed in the Rocky movies, he will be making his directorial debut in the Star Wars universe with Season 2 of The Mandalorian, and I'm excited to see that because it's Apollo Creed. I mean, come on. And he's done great as Grief Karga. I've absolutely loved his character as well. And Rick Famuyiwa, I believe, is also coming back, and he's directed 2 of the episodes for The Mandalorian, Chapter 6 and Chapter 2. Both of those had more of a sideline adventure. Some people would call them filler episodes, but they were more fun, in my opinion. I actually had fun with his episodes, so I'm excited to see that he's going to come back and do a few episodes of The Mandalorian for Season 2. I don't think Deborah Chow will be coming back, though, and if you remember her episodes, she did Chapter 3 and Chapter 7 of the series, and those easily can be considered some of the best, and I've said in my reviews, she's the only one who I've given a 10 out of 10 in terms of quality of episodes, and so I think it's going to be a little bit disappointing if she doesn't return, but remember this, my friends. She's directing the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. So I think it's kind of one of those things where, you know, you got some pros and cons of, well, it sucks that she's not directing any more Mandalorian episodes. She might. We have no confirmation on that yet. But I'm also entirely confident that production for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series begins next year before the show debuts. So if she's directing it right now, sure, maybe, but I mean, we haven't heard anything about that. And I'm pretty confident that they're having to gear up for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, because I know from my sources who have said it, and we covered this months ago, that the Kenobi show is going to begin production next year in 2020, and I think the Cassian Andor show might start around the same time. I know that one of them is going to be filmed in London. That one I know for sure, but which one I don't know. But we do know that Deborah Chow is going to be directing the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, so she may be busy with that, with the scripts on that and everything, even though it's already written, but kind of getting everything planned out, pre-production on it. But then again, who knows? I would love to see her back for Season 2. I've loved her work in Season 2. I think that Bryce Dallas Howard may or may not come back. I didn't really like her episode too much, and Dave Filoni may come in as a co-writer or director again. I'll be honest, I didn't like a lot of his work. I liked him as a director, but not as a writer on the series. But then again, he's also got other story possibilities with like Ezra and Ahsoka and the Star Wars animation realm. I mean, he's got a big role over there at Lucasfilm when it comes to creative content, and we know there should be more Star Wars animated shows coming in the future, which will also be interesting because it's like, well, hey, you don't have to put them on Disney XD anymore. You can now put them on Disney Plus and gear it to a larger audience than what you did with Resistance and Rebels. But that's just my personal take on it. I'd love to hear your thoughts below, though. What do you think about Mandalorian Season 2 coming out next year in the fall? Some people are saying it's too long of a wait, but I just think it makes it even better. It makes it like a traditional show. We get one every week. I've loved season 1 so far. I'm excited for season 2. I'm going to be pretty sad to not see season 2. But then again, we get Clone Wars in February, my friends. I mean, the Star Wars shows seem to be the future of the franchise. Tell me your thoughts about season 1 below and your hopes for season 2 and what you think the future of Star Wars is going to be like with The Mandalorian at the helm. I'm Star Wars Only. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you all next time, and may the Force be with you always.